Hi guys, welcome to my channel. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying December so far and are excited for 2024. So exciting. Anyways, so if you saw my recent video where I showed a bunch of stuff that I bought recently, I mentioned that I was gonna do like a video where I was going to try some of the makeup here that I bought, and today is that video. So I thought about which palette to use. As you saw in that video, I bought a lot of palettes and some of them were a bit older, so I decided to use the newest one that I had, or the one that actually came out recently, or not recently, but it's the most recent from all of the palettes that I bought, which is the NARS one. And what else am I gonna use? And the rest are like skincare products, so I don't think it will be helpful. And I also thought I will be using the blush from the Myrics, and also I will be using the cheek palette as a highlighter. I think that's it. So for foundation, I'm going to use the usual foundation that I have been using recently, which is the Huda Beauty foundation. And if you're wondering if I like it or not, I don't mind it so far. Oops. How excited are you guys for the new year? Honestly, I stopped caring, to be honest, because I'm just like, since 2020 every new year has been just like great. I mean, it hasn't been that bad, but like it's not been good either, you know. So what I feel about this foundation, I've never tried actually a foundation that I just like, as soon as I use it, I'm like, I love this foundation. Actually, I have few foundations that I like them, but like, do I love them, or because they're just good because I haven't tried better things, you know? That's the thought that crosses my mind when I do my face or do my foundation. Let me add a bit more on my forehead. Even though it looks fine, I think when I add the powder, it kind of disappears. I forget sometimes how much more makeup I have to put on when I'm filming, because if I was going outside, even if my like discoloration shows, I don't care, because I'm just like, it doesn't matter. But like for filming, it's so obvious. And also when I do my eyeshadow and everything, set my face, it becomes even more clear. It looks like I have nothing on my face, so I just don't think I like that look. So I always have to add a lot of foundation on my skin. So for NARS, actually, when I talk about this eyeshadow palette, I've tried one other eyeshadow palette from NARS. I bought the summer one. Actually, let me show it to you. So this is the other palette that they have from NARS. This is the summer unrated. I think that came out either this year or last year. I can't keep track, I don't know, but this is what it looks like. I think it was last year when this came out, but this is what the eyeshadow looks like. Let me remove this so that you can see it clearly. And yeah, it's like, I love NARS quality from what I've tried. Like their shades are always darker, so when you see the shade, you're like, that looks very light, but when you put it on your eyes, it turns much darker. So I love that. Allows me to use the eyeshadow even, or the palette more, because usually a shade, for example, a shade like this, I will never be able to use it because it won't show up on me. But with NARS and how it's more darker than it actually looks like on pan, it gives me an opportunity to use it, so that not a lot of the shades in the palette are useless for me. So this other palette looks super similar to the one I have, and also I love their quality. I love the quality, very easy to use, and just has the right pigmentation for me and for how I do my makeup. And so this is the palette that they came out with for the holiday this year, and it's super similar to my other palette. Let me show you to you side by side so that you can see the similarities. Are you able to see it? Yeah, it is very similar There is not a lot of difference, but I'm excited to use it. So what I'm going to do is do the rest of my face, and then I will get to the eyeshadow palette. But I also bought this Huda Beauty concealer, as you can see. I used it a few times and I'm still just like not into how light this is, so I don't think I'm gonna use it today because I don't want my concealer to look weird. So instead, what I'm going to use actually is the NARS concealer. I'm running out on this concealer. It doesn't have much left. I think I'm gonna also add the Too Faced concealer just to add a bit more coverage, because even though this is a good concealer to have for every day, it's not enough coverage for like camera or if I'm going like to an event or something. So I'm gonna add a little bit of my Too Faced concealer, just a little, because I don't need much. And I have been actually lately allowing my concealer to stay on my face for a few minutes while I do, for example, my brows, my bronzer, stuff like that. I think it just makes it look better, in my opinion. I don't know, but like, I don't know, it could be in my head. It could all be in my head, but I think it works. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna continue doing it since I have been doing it for a while now. Okay, so let me do my eyebrows really quickly. I just got them done, so I don't need to do much to them, but I do have spots where like I don't grow hair at all, so just try to fill them out. I think it looks good enough. I don't know, I never feel like I've done enough for my brows. Alrighty, but I don't think I am talented enough for my brows. I don't. Every time I do it, I'm just like, I think. I think. Anyways, I'm also going to bronze. I'm gonna use the Rare Beauty Cream bronzer in the shade Always Sunny. This is a really good bronzer if you haven't tried it yet. It is so easy to use and it just blends so quickly. It reminds me of the NARS actually bronzer. It's similar in that way where it's not very hard to use. And the shade is really nice as well. I like the shade on me. I'm gonna do my concealer now. I'm actually gonna add a bit more as well. I just feel like it needs more coverage. Oh, that's a lot, that's a lot. Let me take some with the sponge and apply it here. And I will just go over everything with my foundation brush. So now I'm gonna use the Danessa Marex Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder Blush. Oh, it's a powder. I thought it was a cream. I literally thought it was a cream product. Isn't it not a cream? It looks like a cream. Oh, also it's in the shade Jubilee. Let me try to touch it. Yeah, that's a cream. I'm actually gonna have swatches as well in the video. But this is what it looks like. Super pretty. Amazing. And it's so like soft. Like it just melts. And also like I love how blurring it looks. Like, can you see how it looks like on my hand? Yeah, I think I'm gonna love this. Hopefully. This is what I usually use with my cream product, and it's the Real Techniques buffing brush. So I'm gonna take a little bit because I don't know how much I might need. I don't want to apply too much. Oh wow, that's a lot. I got too excited, but it's so easy to use. Oh my god, and it blends so quickly as well. It smells like medicine. weird scent to have for a blush, but like it smells like medicine. It looks like a lot, but I will be setting my face, so most of it will be gone. But it looks so nice. I think so, at least. Oh my gosh, very beautiful. Oh my god, guys, what do you think? Isn't it not so stunning? It's so beautiful. Oh my god, So this was Danessa Myrix in the shade Jubilee. I'm really into it. I kind of like understand why so many people love this. Yeah, I made the right choice by buying this product. Okay, so let me set my face now. Oh my, I can't stop looking at the blush. Is it blurring? Let me check. I don't have a lot of texture on my cheeks, or at least the part where I put my blush, so I'm not sure I can be a good judge of that, because here around my face I don't have texture, lucky. But I don't know, I feel like other people would be much more better if it actually does blur it. So I'm gonna set my face now. That looks very beautiful, very beautiful. I'm gonna use the banana powder from Makeup Revolution. As you can see, my blush now looks much more normal. Even though I don't set this part of my face, I usually just go over it after I do all of my face. Like if after I set all of my face, I go with the same brush just over it. Guys, I kind of love it so much. Let's see if we can go over it now. Would it look different? Let's see. I mean, there's not a lot of product on the brush, so I don't think it's doing anything. But yeah, I'm into the blush. Very into the blush. Super happy with it. And it kind of like sets itself. It doesn't look as dewy anymore. Very happy. Very happy. Let's use the cheek palette now from NARS. Let me open it. I'm also going to do swatches for everything new that I'm using here, just so you get a better idea. So this is the cheek palette from NARS, and it's called All That Glitters Light Reflecting Cheek Palette. So I'm gonna use the shade in the corner as the highlighter. This is actually my first time using NARS product, or actually using a NARS highlighter. I've never tried a NARS highlighter. I'm excited to try it. I mean, it's not bad. I don't know if maybe this is not the right brush for it, but it's very subtle. Like most of my highlighter are like more intense than this. It's not bad, don't get me wrong, but it's like less subtle than I thought it would be. Like it's for the work people, you know, the employees, the ones who have a 9-to-5 job. But it's not bad. It's really not bad. I just thought it would be more blinding for some reason. I'm not sure yet. I think maybe I had high expectation, and I thought it would be like very intense, like blinding highlighter. And I don't know why I thought that, because NARS are usually kind of like subtle and like good products for those who are just want good quality makeup, you know. Let me prime my eyes now so we can get into the eyeshadow palette, which I'm very excited for. So I'm gonna use the Zoeva primer to set my eyes. So I'm not sure what kind of look I'm going to do. I know it's not gonna be like out of this world, obviously, because I'm not out of this world kind of person. So yeah, I'm not sure. I want to use this shade right here because ever since I opened this palette, I've been attracted to the shade. Maybe we can use the matte shades and these two shades. That could be a good idea. They have the shade name here, but I'm not sure how it goes. Like, I don't know. Do I go, like, for example, Let Loose, is it the top shade or the bottom shade? Guys, I'm very dumb. I don't know. I have no idea. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna use this shade here as the first shade on my eyes. It's a very beautiful shade, actually. I kind of like it. Even if you want to just do that shade and be done, I think it will be very pretty. I want to add a bit more and apply it to the other eye as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm gonna use a smaller brush to pick up the shade in the middle, which is this one here. I kind of want to use like a gradient of the shades. So like I want to use this maybe a bit more concentrated in my crease. So far I'm not experiencing fallout, which is really good. And I'm gonna go over it without anything on my other brush and just kind of like blend everything. Okay, so now I'm gonna use a glitter primer to put it on my lid. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna use this shade in the outer corner and then this like right here at the beginning of my eye. So I'm just gonna use my finger actually to pick it up. Wow, that's very beautiful. Wow, 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 that's a very beautiful shade. And then I'm gonna use the other shade, gonna blend them together. This is amazing. This shade though, it's a beautiful shade. I kind of love it. And also no fallout. NARS are so good at their job. So I'm just gonna go over everything again with the same brush, and I'm not gonna touch the shimmery shades. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna use the darker shade here just at the end. Guys, I'm in love with this palette. I love this palette so much. I'm actually gonna use another shimmer at the beginning. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the shade here in my inner corner. Just go all out. Just use every shade there is. Why not? I am in love. So let me do quickly the other eye. Alright, so now that the eyes are done, let me do quickly the lower lash. So what I'm going to do is line my eyes using my favorite eyeliner. I'm gonna use the shade Rich Berry from Maybelline just to line my eyes. I'm gonna use the last two shades, these two, for my lower lash line. I always feel like for my eye shape, I look so much better when I have like something on my lower lash line or when I add something darker. I feel like my eyes kind of get lost in my face if I don't do anything to my lower lash line. What do you guys think? Quite like it. Quite like it a lot. Let me do my mascara to pull everything and make it much better. Because now just it looks weird without mascara. Mascara always does make the look so much better, doesn't it? For mascara, I'm gonna use the Tower 28. What's the name of this mascara? Making Waves. Much better. This mascara, man, the thing it does to our look. So I forgot to actually mention this. I got the Huda Beauty lip contour when I did the haul, but it was under all of my eyeshadow palette, so I forgot about it and I forgot to mention it to you guys. But I rebought this because if you haven't been watching my channel, the lip contour from Huda Beauty and the shade Terracotta and Warm Brown have been the only lip products I've been using since last year. And I have rebought it maybe 4 or 5 times, both shades. For this look, maybe the Warm Brown will look better, and this is the Terracotta. Let me get the Warm Brown because it's always in my bag. Let me get it for you. So this is the Warm Brown shade, and this is what I'm going to use for my lips. I love this liner. I'm not quality wise, but like the shade, I mean, I wish it would last longer. Like whenever I use it, and as soon as I'm like, I do anything, like I can drink coffee and it would go away, but not much. I mean, some of that would still stay on my lips, but I don't know. I wish it had more lasting power, but the shade, it's just like it works really good for my skin tone, and it's like my perfect nude. So such a beautiful shade on me. I love it so much. I go through, as I mentioned, I rewatched this so many times now. Should I add a lip gloss or should I go full matte for today? I think I'm gonna leave it at for today. This is the finished look. I'm so happy with, especially the blush from Vanessa Myricks and the eyeshadow palette. I mean, I'm not surprised because I've used NARS eyeshadow palette and I know that I like their quality, so I'm not surprised that I like it, and I'm not surprised that it works really well. I love the look, I love the shades, I love how it worked really well. I think the standout is for me would be the blush. If you are wanting to buy a new blush and you think you can find a shade that suits you and you would use, I think you should really try this. This is the best thing that I've tried today. I am shocked that it took me this long to try this, but yeah, I love this. I feel like if I could find another shade, I might buy another shade that works for me as well. I want to have more from this formula. Beautiful. Anyways, I'm gonna leave you guys now. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you had fun watching me try these palettes or these products out. I hope you had fun. And also, about the other eyeshadow palette that I showed you guys, I might maybe do another video, but not trying new makeup, but like video where I'm talking about something, and I'm gonna be using those palettes because I haven't used them yet. But I think that's it. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.